Ever since their divorce in 2021, Kanye West has been hellbent on exposing Kim Kardashian's several atrocities. This time, he is slamming her of living an expensive lifestyle while she is deep in huge debt. Kim Kardashian and her expensive lifestyle are like Siamese twins. The reality TV star takes pride in showing off her lavish lifestyle, such as her exotic cars and mansions, to her followers on social media. But the recent revelation by Kanye West has garnered a lot of curiosity from her fans about the celebrity's billionaire status. In this video, we will delve into the details of Kanye's revelation and unravel the truth about it. So is it true that Kim Kardashian is just showing off fake wealth? Or is this claim just another wild attempt from Kanye to bring her down? Stay tuned to the end to find out. It's not news that Kim and her sisters enjoy displaying their expensive vehicles and mansions on social media, an act that landed her in trouble in Paris many years ago when she was robbed. However, it seems not all that glitters is gold, as Kim has been reported to be immersed in a huge amount of debt currently. To be honest, Kim has a long history of being shady. She loves money and will do just about anything, no matter what it is, to have a curious amount of it. Long before she came into the limelight, precisely in 2004, Kim worked as a stylist for singer Brandy, but she ended up tarnishing her image there. During this time, Kim was authorized to make one purchase on Brandy's credit card, which means she was given the passcode to the card. However, after Kim stopped working for her, she and her siblings went ahead to take advantage of the access and made purchases worth $120,000 from the card. What this means is that Kim never forgot the credit card password all this time and waited until she felt enough time had passed before committing the crime. To make matters worse, they decided to be cunning about it and covered the paper trail by spending the stolen money on their businesses, Dash and Smooch. By spending the money there, it would look like a legitimate sale from their clothing stores, making it hard to trace since Brandy loves shopping for clothes. Unfortunately for them, and fortunately for Brandy, the transaction wasn't authorized, and they were caught red-handed. Brandy's mom wanted to take legal action against her at first, but Brandy and Ray J pleaded on their behalf. So the thought of legal action was dropped due to Kim's relationship and friendship with Ray J and Brandy, so they say. Even Ray J claimed this was the reason he broke up with Kim. Apart from them stealing money from my family, we would probably still be together now. But when that happened, I said I didn't want to be sleeping around with you anymore. You stole money from my family, so that's why we stopped speaking. But people think it might be due to other reasons, as it was during this period Kim leaked the famous tape. And this is probably why Ray J and his sister urged their mother to not pursue the case, because Kim might use the tape against them. However, regardless of the tape, it's a bad act on the part of Kim. But that wasn't the only time Kim has been involved in such financial mischief. She has also been linked to money laundering. Before her rise to fame, she was associated with Malaysian criminal Joe Low, whom she claimed helped her launder illegal money. Sources revealed that Kim frequently traveled with Joe Low to casinos and gambling houses. During these trips, Joe Low gifted Kim massive amounts of money. In 2009, she claimed she was handed $250,000 in a trash bag, which she said was part of his winnings from the casino. Kim acted ignorant to all this out-of-bounds spending, which clearly shows he was kind of her sugar daddy then. But fast forward to 2022, it was revealed that Low had been involved in money laundering all this time. Sources revealed that Joe Low was involved in embezzling billions from the Malaysian state-run economic development fund, One Malaysia Development Berhad, and he was on the wanted list of international authorities. After an investigation by the FBI, nothing was found on Kim, so she evaded charge. But that wasn't the end. In an attempt to evade tax payment, momager Kris Jenner went ahead to co-found a church called the California Community Church in 2009, and it was registered as a nonprofit organization. As a member of the CCC, you have to pay a monthly fee of $10,000 and donate 10% of your annual income to the church. This 10% donation translates to a tax payment. The Kardashians, as members of the church, pay the 10% donation every year. This tax reduction is significant for someone like Kim, who claims she earns $80 million every year, which means an $8 million reduction. But that isn't the case for them. Since Kris Jenner owns the church, whenever the Kardashian-Jenner sisters pay the tax, it will ultimately ultimately go to their mother, who returns it to them, meaning they succeed in evading tax and still benefit from the tax reduction. This is very shady to say the least. But Kim isn't the only one in her family who has been shady with money. Kylie Jenner was exposed by Forbes some years ago for lying about her wealth status. Forbes once named her as the youngest billionaire in the world until they found out she inflated her numbers and faked tax returns to make her appear richer. It said that Jenner's billionaire status was all thanks to the 51% of her cosmetic company purchased by Coty. But after reviewing the documents of purchase, the magazine found out that the cosmetics brand is significantly smaller and less profitable than claimed. She was immediately stripped of the title by Forbes. Although Kim still upholds hers, a lot of people are suspecting foul play in hers too, because she doesn't act like one. In one case, she participated in a crypto scam. Last year, Kim was fined $1.26 million by the SEC for sharing a cryptocurrency, Ethereum Max, on her Instagram page without disclosing its true value or that it was a sponsored post. People have noted how unbillionaire this is. They still believe that a billionaire probably shouldn't be running ads on their Instagram page. It's more like being an Instagram influencer. This is one reason people believe Kim may not be as wealthy as she portrays herself to be. And with Kanye's recent claim, it seems people are right about that. Although Kim might not be a broke gal, she's still far behind the wealth she claims to possess. Her love for lavish spending was why Kanye was careful to separate his money from hers when their relationship was still perfectly fine. According to a source in People magazine, the duo kept separate accounts, and Kanye West does refer to Kim's wealth as her wealth, while referring to his as my wealth. But seems all the shadiness with money doesn't help the family in the long run. They are currently struggling to stay afloat. The Kardashian family has lost their contract with E! and their soap opera, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, where they were paid a fortune for just living and showing their lifestyles. This was their major source of income. Kim has also incurred $48 million in debt about a couple of months ago when she took out a mortgage of $48 million on her $70 million mansion. Is one feeling the heat the most? And the crazy thing is that she can't ask any of her family members for help, as every one of them also have huge debts of their own. Starting from the momager, Kris bought her current home in Hidden Hills, California outright for $20 million, but she has several other mortgages on other properties. Kris borrowed $2.4 million against her assets in 2015, but the most outrageous one is the $40 million she reportedly borrowed against the family's original Keeping Up with the Kardashian show home that month. She only paid $4 million for that iconic property back in 2010, but she reportedly went through a financial service firm called Crosswind Venture Fund to borrow 10 times the property's value. What? Not only her, but Kylie also borrowed $7.5 million. To cut the long story short, the Kar Jenner's family is in $132 million in debt. That's crazy, right? But they are not to blame. They have to pay their stylists, assistants, and cooks, and oh yeah, don't forget their designer clothes and private jets. It's not inhumane to say that the mother and her children have enjoyed easy money for several years, but they should be prepared for the change. With all these, it's glaring that Kanye West wasn't in any way degrading Kim Kardashian. Rather, he was exposing a major part of her life that she kept hidden from her fans. So what do you think will be the next line of action for the family who doesn't know life isn't always rosy? Stay tuned to this channel for more updates on it.